Today we're going to talk about things not to do as an older person. First thing not to do, this is a tough one, ruminating, regretting, feeling guilty, and it's really hard to live with some of that. But I think there are some ways that we can get around that. So the biggest thing that I've found to help with that is practicing gratitude. Just take some time to be grateful for whatever. Even if it's little tiny things, I have found that when I practice gratitude on a daily basis, it gives me a break from that, and it just sort of slowly dissolves it like a little drip of water hitting a rock and just breaking it up. So another thing is trying to change others. Oh boy. Well, I think at this age, most of us has learned that that's a bad idea. Trying to change others is just super pointless. So I think that many of us may have found that we've moved on from people who we've tried to change and found out that's not working. That's a smart thing to do. And for those who we haven't moved on from, is just accepting that other people, it's their life. They have their own, whatever you want to call it, higher power, intuition, decision making, maybe in many cases a lack of decision making from our viewpoint. But it's important to let people live their lives. We've lived our lives. We haven't made all the right choices, and we have to let people make their own choices, make their own mistakes, and learn. Another thing not to do when you get older is to not take care of yourself. Do take yourself to the doctor, get checked out, maybe take a class that interests you. If you always wanted to play violin or play guitar, or when you feel better, when you feel well rested and well fed, your whole outlook's going to be better. And along those lines, another thing not to do is to not eat good food. We're all going to eat some crappy food once in a while. So make sure that you're eating regularly, you're eating quality food. Another thing about good food is not just nutritious food, but food that makes you happy. Treating yourself once in a while to something you really enjoy is really helpful because it's going to bring you some joy. Another thing not to do when you're getting older is not to go out. If you've got a comfortable place to be, or even not comfortable, but you're comfortable there, it can be easy to just stay home, and watch the internet, watch YouTube, or watch TV, or just kind of play with your animals, or whatever you're doing. That's great. It's great to have a place that you're comfortable, but it's also important to get outside, even if it's just in your garden or going for a walk or even just going to the grocery store. So trying to get out, meet the neighbors, take a class, all these things can just be important to just kind of break up the day and have something different that you're doing. Another thing along those lines is not to isolate yourself. So again, if you're staying home, or, but there's other things about this. For example, just making sure you're getting a phone call in with a friend, just anything where you're able to connect with people. See if you can talk to a friend, maybe meet, go to a coffee shop. Some of us might not have someone to talk to. One of the ways to handle that is to get involved in some classes, or there's different kind of meetings out there, talk to neighbors, and these are ways to start getting some connections. So all of these are good ways to not be isolated. And the most important, maybe the most main thing not to do when you get older is to beat yourself up. It's just not useful. So if you're upset about whatever you've done, whatever you've created, wherever you're at, just realize that you are very valuable. Just love yourself. Just realize that everything that you've brought to this world, you've brought a lot of good. And I always remember this Emerson quote, "To know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded." And I'm going to guess that someone that or maybe many people, have breathed easier because you have lived. So give yourself credit. Have a great day. Like and subscribe if you like, and we'll catch you next time.